Welcome to 613, What They Didn't Teach You in School. I'm Alfonso Cuadra. I am sitting here with the man, Weggon. We're talking about never giving up.
Never giving up.
You know why I want to talk about this? Because I watched you. I mean, you've been in business for a while, but I saw you. Some things were great, some things not so great. But you never gave up. You kept going, you kept moving forward, and I love that. Actually, you were on my first show that we did together, Success by Design show. You guys can find it on the link, or I don't know if we're going to share that link, but that was a while back.
I think it was 2003.
Yeah. That was a while back, and we're just getting started. But you had a whole other media company, and you went, through a journey through that, and then now we're sitting right here, Lens Studio, managing partner. You're also executive producer of 613, that whole network of different hosts and things. We'll talk about that as well, and I just love what you've done, right? I mean, I came in here a couple months back. You said, "Come see my studio," and what did I do? I was like a kid in a candy store, right? Because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So share with us the journey of how you got to be right here, right now. What was that whole journey? Because I know you had to keep going. You never gave up.
It was definitely an uphill battle. Got into print and design. You remember how I started, from a simple meeting a client at a shawarma shop, who said that he wanted to get some business cards done. And I jumped up and said, I can do those cards. And then I went back home, asked my friend for a program, which was Macromedia Fireworks, designed my first business card, brought it to the client, and he loved it. And then, start doing from Billings-Bridge to Bayshore Malls to Maryville Mall, to having all these clients, Adidas, Sport Expert, One of the reasons that I feel that I failed in that business, two reasons.
Well, maybe not so much fail, but it didn't work out your way.
It didn't work in my way because I didn't have the passion for it. It's just something that fell into my lap.
Yeah.
And I became really good at it. It was a costly experience, but nevertheless, it was something that I wasn't passionate about. And the second thing, it mentioned in one of your segments, having the right mentor.
Yeah.
Through the course of my business, I've never had a mentor actually. So I've never had someone to bounce anything off of. So
you're just learning everything, making all those mistakes.
Making all the decisions and not sure if those are the right decisions, and then realize that those were bad decisions, but I never had someone to talk to about it.
Yeah.
So having a mentor in business, it's actually a key thing. And I heard that in one of your segments, which is really good. So moving forward, that's one of the things that I want to make sure that I have is a good mentor who has experience to make sure that I don't fall short.
Yeah, even though you've made mistakes, you still want to prevent from making even more.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. And from there, I opened a clothing store. I've always wanted to be in clothing. So I sold the print machines, opened a clothing store in the middle of December. Bad idea. Didn't do so well. I think I lasted about 3 or 4 months.
So what did you learn from that experience?
That experience was it was again costly experience because I shouldn't have went to a physical location. I should have went online because I understand online, but I wanted to adopt someone else's model. And I did a fairly bad job at it.
Yeah.
And so I pretty much lost everything. I didn't know how I was going to pay my mortgage, pay my car payments, and I found myself on my back, looking up. And then I told myself, you know what? I've been here before, and I make some calls, and next thing you know, things just happen. So it's understanding that when you fall short, don't worry, don't fight yourself about it.
Or don't stay there. It's okay
Don't
to
stay there.
it's okay to be in your poopy
Yeah.
place,
Yeah.
but don't stay there.
Yeah, and then with having the right attitude, you can reach out to certain key people who help you get back up, and that's what happened with having Lens Studio. I had a good friend who had some investment, and he invested in this space and provided this space for me to get back up again.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful space. How long have you been around here?
I would say 4 years, because 2 years we had the print shop here before I sold everything, and then 2 years having the photography and video studio.
Yeah. And so, what do you focus on here in this spot, in this space?
Well, this place was meant for being a photography studio, but then we quickly realized that none of us are photographers, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have passion for photography. So right now, we're going to change our course in pushing it more into digital media, providing digital solutions for small business, doing videos, social media, and so forth.
Yeah. And why is it important for business to have like a video presence?
Well, as like I mentioned, attention is the new currency, right? Everyone focus on, if you go anywhere, it doesn't matter where you go, everyone is focused on their phone, right? They're looking at, because right now we're living in a social experience, right? So people looking at their phone, they're either on Facebook, they're either on Instagram, they're on some sort of social platform. So that's where mostly of your audience are. So business now, they have to push their products and service where the audience spend most of their time.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why it's important. And video goes a long way, right? Because no one wants to read anymore, right? A video, if you do a really good video, you catch the person's eye, attention, and, they stay there, right?
Yeah.
But reading is a thing of the past for young people, I feel.
Yeah. No, I agree. Now, for someone right now, let's say they're in school or just got out of school or didn't go to school, and they want to start a business, and they maybe started a business and the business failed, which we don't like to say fail. It just maybe didn't work out the way you thought it would, because failing is ultimately when you're 6 feet under. Yeah. That's failure, right?
I think failing, the word failure is when you give up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be an entrepreneur no more.
Yeah, that's it.
But for me, I look at it, I've been progressing.
Yeah.
To where I really want to be, right? And learning, again, being an entrepreneur, it's a costly experience because, again, those are the things they don't teach you in school, and how to fail and how to, So.
So what would you tell that person that just bombed? Whatever their first business was, just bombed, didn't make any money. What kind of advice could you give them right now so they can just get up and do it again?
Well, it's really understanding what you're passionate about. It comes down to that, because while you trying different things out, you soon come to realize that maybe that's not what you're passionate about. Maybe just those things just fell into your lap. But once you really realize what you're passionate about and you focus on that, I think you would do well. And if, again, don't give up. Just keep trying. There's always people who will come and help you to get to that next level. Yeah. Right?
So in terms of attitude, how important is attitude to the whole scheme of things?
Man, in 1995, a tragic situation happened to me. And I end up spending some time at Salvation Army. And when you're digging out in the chute where things come in and you got to sort it out.
The garbage chute.
The garbage chute where people throw things. Came a poem.
You found a poem?
I found a poem in a frame called Attitude by Charles Swindoll. Mm-hmm. And that piece of literature changed my life. And I realized that everything in life has to do with attitude. And having the right attitude gives you that keys to go through any door, because people help you, right, once you have the right attitude. And that's something these young people, young youths and people don't understand. Attitude is everything.
Attitude is everything. I love it. So never give up. Even if you fall down, keep going, and have the right attitude, and eventually you'll get there. Yeah. You'll fulfill your dream. Now, what's your vision with 613? I got Melissa was on the show, and she's also another executive producer like yourself, and she gave us the vision, kind of how she saw things. But what's your vision?
My vision is simple. You know, I realize that everyone has a story to tell, right? And everyone can. You know, I find that what I would like the platform to be, it's a source of a platform of a source where people can be inspired by different people's story and different people's journey through
From all walks of life.
right? And I think that's what it brings, right? And you know, Melissa and I, you know, met at a event, and you know, she said to me, you know, you want to go and have, you know, some drinks and so on, and then she started talking to me about some of the things that she wanted to do, and I realized that those are the things that I wanted to do, and we just looked at each other and like, I said, I have the space, you have the drive, we have the drive, let's get together.
Yeah.
And that's what I talk about, you know, being patient, right? Because there's someone there who's walking towards you, who will compliment you to get you to that next level. And it so happened to be Melissa.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm here now. I'm here. We're doing the show. So one last thing.
Yeah.
One last thing. What didn't they teach you in school?
I will say the most important thing that they haven't taught me in school is emotional intelligence, right? And understanding, you know, how to, you know, separate business from feelings.
Yeah.
Right. And I felt that that's one of the things that helped me through my journey, is not being upset and angry about my experience in life. Just keeping positive.
Yeah.
And once you stay positive, man, you're just gonna get back up and keep moving, right? And just look at life. Everything in life is an experience.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for coming on the show, my man Weggon. Never give up. Never give up. You guys, you better never give up. Never. 613. What they didn't teach you in school, we found out that, you know what? Emotional intelligence. And comment below, like us, thumbs up, share us, do all, what can they do?
Man, they can do whatever they want to do.
Comment, you'll answer their comments, right?
Of course.
If someone needs help, you'll reach out?
If not me,
Someone,
assistant will.
Someone will. You know what? 613, what they didn't teach you in school. We'll see you next time.